Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Old Quarter Dollar USA, United States. Today we're diving into 5 amazing American coins that every collector should know about, from the historic 1965, 1966, 1967 no-mint mark quarters to the iconic 1972 D and 1989 D Washington quarters top 1. The 1965 United States quarter dollar is one of the most historically important coins in modern American coinage, marking a major transition in the nation's monetary system. This coin was issued by the United States Mint during a time when the country was facing a severe coin shortage and rising silver prices. Prior to 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver, but due to increasing demand for silver in industry and the rising cost of the metal, the government decided to remove silver from circulating coins. As a result, the 1965 quarter became the first Washington quarter struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of an inner copper core bonded between outer layers of nickel and copper. This change made the coin more durable and cost-effective, and it continues to be the standard composition of U.S. quarters today. The obverse front of the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, facing left. This design was originally created by sculptor John Flanagan in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The word liberty appears prominently above his head, while the motto, "In God We Trust," is inscribed to the left, and the year 1965 is located at the bottom. One of the most notable aspects of the 1965 quarter is the absence of a mint mark. During the years 1965 through 1967, the U.S. Mint deliberately removed mint marks from coins in an effort to discourage hoarding and coin collecting, which were contributing to the national coin shortage at the time. On the reverse back, the coin displays a powerful and patriotic image of a bald eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows in its talons and resting on a bundle of olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. This classic reverse design, also created by John Flanagan, includes the inscriptions United States of America at the top, E Pluribus Unum above the eagle, and quarter dollar at the bottom. The edge of the coin is reeded grooved, which was originally a security feature to prevent the shaving of precious metal when coins were made of silver. The 1965 quarter has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and weighs approximately 5.67 grams. Because it was the first year of the clad composition, the coin was produced in extremely large quantities to meet circulation needs. In fact, over 1.8 billion coins were minted, making it one of the highest mintage quarters in U.S. history. Due to this high production number, most 1965 quarters found today are common and generally hold only their face value of 25 cents, especially in circulated condition. However, coins in uncirculated condition, with strong luster and minimal wear, can be more valuable to collectors. Additionally, rare error coins, such as those mistakenly struck on silver planchets or with double dies, can fetch significantly higher prices in the collector market. From a historical perspective, the 1965 quarter represents a turning point in American coinage, reflecting economic pressures and the modernization of minting practices. It is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, which remains one of the most recognized coin designs in the United States. While it may not be rare in the traditional sense, its significance lies in its role as the first non-silver quarter and its connection to a pivotal era in U.S. economic history. For collectors and history enthusiasts alike, the 1965 no-mint mark quarter serves as a reminder of how even everyday currency can tell a deeper story about a nation's past. Next, top 2. The 1966 United States quarter dollar is another coin from a transitional period in American history, continuing that began in 1965, when the U.S. moved away from silver coinage. This coin was produced by the United States Mint at a time when the country was still dealing with a serious coin shortage. To address this issue, the Mint continued its policy of removing mint marks from coins between 1965 and 1967, which is why the 1966 quarter comes with no mint mark, regardless of whether it was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. This decision was made to discourage collectors from hoarding coins based on mint origin, ensuring smoother circulation across the economy. The most significant feature of the 1966 quarter is its copper-nickel-clad composition, which replaced the earlier 90% silver content used before 1965. This clad structure consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between two outer layers of copper and nickel, giving the coin its silver-like appearance while being much more economical to produce. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, maintaining the same size and weight standards as earlier Washington quarters, despite the change in metal composition. The edge is reeded, a design feature that historically helped prevent the clipping of precious metals when coins were made of silver. On the obverse side, the coin features the left-facing portrait of George Washington, a design that has become one of the most iconic images in U.S. coinage. This portrait was created by John Flanagan and first introduced in 1932 to celebrate Washington's 200th birthday. Above Washington's head is the word liberty, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," appears to the left, and the date 1966 is inscribed at the bottom. The design remained unchanged from previous years, preserving the traditional look of the Washington quarter, despite the major internal change in metal composition. The reverse of the 1966 quarter continues to display the classic American symbol of a bald eagle with wings spread wide. The eagle is perched on a bundle of arrows, representing military strength, while olive branches beneath symbolize peace. Above the eagle is the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning out of many one, and surrounding the design are the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar. This powerful imagery reflects the values and identity of the United States during a time of both domestic change and global significance. In terms of mintage, the 1966 quarter was produced in extremely high numbers, with over 821 million coins minted, making it a very common coin in circulation. Because of this large production, most 1966 quarters are not rare and typically hold only their face value in circulated condition. However, coins that are found in uncirculated mint state condition, with sharp details and original mint luster, can be worth more to collectors. Additionally, certain error coins, such as double dies off-center strikes, or coins struck on incorrect planchets, can be significantly more valuable and are highly sought after in the numismatic community. Historically, the 1966 quarter represents the continuation of a major in U.S. coinage, following the removal of silver and the adoption of more sustainable materials. It stands as a symbol of how economic pressures and resource scarcity can shape even the smallest aspects of everyday life, such as the coins people use daily. While it may not be rare in the traditional sense, its importance lies in its connection to a pivotal era in American history. For collectors, the 1966 no-mint mark quarter is an essential part of completing a Washington quarter collection and serves as a reminder of a time when the United States adapted its currency system to meet modern challenges. Next, top 3. The 1967 United States quarter dollar is a highly significant coin that represents the final phase of a major in American coinage during the mid-1960s. Issued by the United States Mint, this coin came at a time when the United States was still dealing with the effects of a nationwide coin shortage and the economic challenges caused by rising silver prices. Following the historic shift in 1965, the 1967 quarter continued to be struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, completely eliminating silver from regular circulation quarters. This clad structure consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper and nickel, giving the coin its familiar silver-like appearance while being far more cost-effective and durable for everyday use. One of the most notable characteristics of the 1967 quarter is the complete absence of a mint mark. From 1965 through 1967, the U.S. Mint intentionally removed mint marks from all coins to prevent collectors from hoarding coins based on their mint origin. This policy was designed to encourage coins to remain in circulation and help stabilize the economy during a period of high demand for coinage. As a result, even though 1967 quarters were produced at multiple mint facilities, none of them carry a mint mark, making them visually uniform regardless of their place of origin. The obverse front of the coin features the timeless portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This design was created by renowned sculptor John Flanagan and has been a defining feature of the Washington Quarter series since its introduction in 1932. On the obverse, the word Liberty is prominently displayed above Washington's head, while the motto, "In God We Trust," appears to the left, and the date 1967 is inscribed at the bottom. The design reflects both artistic simplicity and national pride, remaining unchanged even as the internal composition of the coin evolved. On the reverse back, the coin showcases a powerful image of a bald eagle with its wings fully spread, symbolizing strength and freedom. The eagle is perched on a bundle of arrows, representing the nation's readiness to defend itself, while olive branches below signify peace. Above the eagle is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one. Encircling the design are the inscriptions, United States of America, and $quarter. The edge of the coin is reeded, maintaining a traditional feature that dates back to earlier silver coins, originally used to prevent the shaving of precious metal. The 1967 quarter has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and weighs approximately 5.67 grams, consistent with other clad Washington quarters. In terms of production, the coin was minted in extremely large quantities, with over 1.5 billion coins struck, making it one of the most common quarters in U.S. history. Because of this high mintage, most 1967 quarters found in circulation today are not considered rare and generally hold only their face value of 25 cents. However, coins that are in uncirculated condition, with bright luster and no signs of wear, can command a premium among collectors. Additionally, rare mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on silver planchets, are highly valuable and sought after in the numismatic market. From a historical perspective, the 1967 quarter marks the end of a unique 3-year period in U.S. coinage when mint marks were temporarily removed and silver was completely phased out of circulating quarters. It stands as a symbol of economic adaptation and modernization, reflecting how the United States responded to changing financial conditions and resource limitations. For collectors and history enthusiasts, the 1967 no-mint mark quarter is an essential piece that captures the conclusion of this transition. Although it may be common in terms of availability, its historical importance and connection to a transformative era make it a fascinating and meaningful coin to study and collect next top for. The 1972 United States quarter dollar is a classic example of modern American coinage and in part of the long-running Washington Quarter series. This coin was produced by the United States Mint at its Denver facility, which is indicated by the small D Mint mark visible on the obverse front of the coin, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. By 1972, the United States had fully transitioned away from silver coinage, and the quarter was firmly established in its copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of a pure copper core bonded between outer layers of copper and nickel. This durable and cost-effective composition had been in use since 1965 and remains standard in U.S. quarters even today. On the obverse, the coin features the familiar left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by renowned sculptor John Flanagan. Above Washington's head is the word Liberty, symbolizing the core value of the nation, while the motto, "In God We Trust," appears to the left. The year 1972 is inscribed at the bottom, marking the coin's place in American history during a time of economic change and cultural development in the United States. The presence of the D mint mark distinguishes it from coins struck at other facilities, such as Philadelphia, which typically had no mint mark at that time, and San Francisco, which produced proof coins. The reverse back of the 1972 D quarter continues to display the iconic bald eagle design created by John Flanagan. The eagle is shown with wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons to represent strength and readiness, while olive branches beneath symbolize peace. Above the eagle is the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning "out of many one," reflecting the unity of the states. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions, "United States of America," and "Quarter Dollar." The coin's reeded edge remains a traditional feature carried over from earlier silver coins, although by 1972 it served more as a design standard than a functional necessity. In terms of physical specifications, the 1972 D quarter has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and weighs approximately 5.67 grams. The copper-nickel-clad construction gives the coin a distinctive appearance, with a silver-colored surface and a visible copper stripe along the edge. This composition not only improved durability, but also ensured that the coin could withstand heavy circulation without significant wear. The mintage of the 1972 D quarter was extremely high, with over 417 million coins produced at the Denver Mint. Because of this large production number, the coin is considered common and is frequently found in circulation even today. In most cases, circulated examples are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, coins in uncirculated mint state condition, especially those with strong luster and minimal contact marks, can be worth a premium to collectors. Additionally, certain error varieties, such as double die obverse off-center strikes or coins struck on incorrect planchets, can be significantly more valuable and are highly sought after in the numismatic market. Historically, the 1972 D quarter represents a period of stability in U.S. coinage following the major of the mid-1960s. By this time, the transition away from silver had been fully accepted, and the focus had shifted to mass production and durability to meet the needs of a growing economy. The coin reflects the continued use of a design that honors George Washington, one of the nation's most important historical figures, while also showcasing the efficiency and consistency of modern minting practices. For collectors, the 1972 D Washington quarter may not be rare, but it is an essential part of a complete date-and-mint collection. Its significance lies not in its scarcity, but in its representation of a stable era in American coin production. Whether found in everyday change or preserved in a collection, the 1972 D quarter stands as a lasting symbol of American history, craftsmanship, and the evolution of currency in the United States' next top 5. The 1989 D United States quarter dollar is a modern-era coin that represents of one of America's most iconic and longest-running coin designs, the Washington quarter. This coin was struck by the United States Mint at its Denver facility, as indicated by the D Mint mark located on the obverse side of the coin, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. By 1989, U.S. coin production had become highly efficient and standardized, with billions of coins produced annually to support the needs of a growing economy and population. The 1989 D-quarter is made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, a standard that had been in use since 1965, when the United States eliminated silver from its circulating coins. The coin consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between two outer layers of copper and nickel, giving it a silver-like appearance while being durable and cost-effective. It has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and weighs approximately 5.67 grams. One easily noticeable feature is the copper-colored stripe visible along the reeded edge, which reveals the inner core of the coin. This composition allows the coin to withstand heavy circulation while maintaining its structural integrity over time. On the obverse front, the coin features the familiar left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. This design has been a defining element of the Washington quarter since its introduction in 1932. Above Washington's head is the word Liberty, symbolizing the core value of the United States, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," appears to the left. The date 1989 is inscribed at the bottom of the coin, marking its year of issue. The presence of the D mint mark confirms that the coin was minted in Denver, one of the primary coin production facilities in the country. The reverse back of the 1989 D-quarter continues to display the classic heraldic eagle design. The eagle is shown with wings fully spread, perched on a bundle of arrows that represent strength and readiness to defend the nation, while olive branches beneath symbolize peace. Above the eagle is the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning "out of many one," reflecting the unity of the states. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "Quarter Dollar." The reverse design remained unchanged for decades, becoming one of the most recognizable images in American currency until it was replaced in 1999 by the 50-state quarters program. In terms of mintage, the 1989 D-quarter was produced in very large numbers, with over 896 million coins struck at the Denver Mint. Because of this high production, the coin is extremely common and is frequently found in circulation even today. In circulated condition, most 1989 D-quarters are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, coins that are in uncirculated condition, especially those with original mint luster and minimal contact marks, can carry a premium among collectors. Additionally, coins that exhibit mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet defects, can be significantly more valuable and are highly sought after in the numismatic market. From a historical perspective, the 1989 D-quarter reflects a time of stability and consistency in U.S. coin production. Unlike the transitional years of the 1960s, by the late 1980s, the composition, design, and minting process of quarters had become well established. This period also predates the major introduced by the 50-state quarters program in 1999, meaning that the 1989 D-quarter is part of the final decades of the original Washington quarter design era. For collectors, the 1989 D-quarter may not be rare, but it remains an important piece in completing a full Washington quarter collection. Its value lies not in scarcity, but in its representation of modern U.S. coinage and the of a historic design that honors George Washington. Whether used in everyday transactions or preserved in a collection, the 1989 D-quarter stands as a symbol of American heritage, economic stability, and the enduring legacy of one of the nation's most respected founding figures.